Meanwhile, staying with sport, the only 50-metre swimming pool in the West Midlands is to close, even though 11,000 people signed a petition to keep the Olympic-sized pool open. Coventry City Council plans to close the pool and replace it with a new £37 million leisure centre elsewhere in the city.
We're inside Coventry Baths. Another sensor. Pull it down. It's amazing. It's absolutely huge. In today's Urbandoned video, join us as we enter Coventry's abandoned swimming baths 5 years after closure. We're hearing quite loud noises that sound like someone else is in the building. You'll know we're here now because of the sensor. Whoa, I didn't see you there. No, I'm joking, we're not doing that. This is the 4th issue of the official Urbandoned magazine, and we're excited to announce you can pre-order it now. After taking some time out, we are finally ready to release another insight into our explorations, where you can read articles from our most unseen and thrilling ones. We are confident that this is the most packed and fascinating magazine yet. Take Coventry Baths, for example. There is a full article discussing the demise of leisure centres across the UK after years of documenting these former buildings. You can pre-order issue 4 of the Urbandoned magazine now, linked in the description. Make sure you grab your copy before its full release in November. Now, let's get on to today's episode. A storm overhead in early 2025, it felt like a fateful day for the colossal city centre swimming baths in Coventry, which was constructed in the 60s, its interior high on our hit list since the premises closed 5 years ago, but had eluded us so far with on-site security and many motion sensor cameras.
Well, the cost of maintaining this building works out at about £2,000 a day. And to refurbish the whole of the listed building here would cost over £50 million. So we haven't ignored the petitioners at all.
Should keep an eye out for cameras and sensors.
Yeah. Finally, years in the making.
Exact same height.
We're inside Coventry Baths. Very, very spontaneous, which it was always bound to be. And we know that there's cameras in here, we know that there's sensors on the outside, we know the security on site.
We know they come in as well.
Yeah, so this could become a cat and mouse game.
Sealed.
Locked.
Yeah, it's locked there.
Okay.
Maybe that door downstairs.
Yeah, okay. It was a challenge. And we had to put the cameras away, but we managed to squeeze over this door. Can't even push it now, but pushed it out and then squeezed over the top. And we're immediately inside the bowling green. And it's a really good sign because there's no vandalism at all. And it's just untouched in here. This is the Elephant building, which I believe is a listed structure like the baths. Very, very unique. And unlike any building we've seen before. Big slanted windows. You can see the scoreboard still there. And seating along the side where people would have watched games. After sneaking inside in the dark, the city was waking up as we began exploring inside the 1970s dating Elephant extension. City of Coventry Indoor Bowls Club. See my shadows being casted by the few lights that are on in here. It's very atmospheric already. It's an office. Still papers left, and look at all the keys. They might come in handy, because I expect we haven't seen the last of the locked doors. There you go. Apparently the squash courts are this way. We've seen squash courts before, but we haven't seen Coventry Baths squash courts. Let's check down first. We're taking our time in the elephant building because we don't think there's any or many sensors in here.
Yeah, we say that now.
Yeah. Oh, they're here. Squash courts.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah, this is a view.
Is this that little back building, the brick one?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yeah. Let's have a look on the right.
Much older than the main swimming baths.
Yeah, this looks like it's been out of use for ages. We decided to take our time in this separated building to the main baths, expecting little to no sensors in here, but an abundance as soon as we neared the pool. Wow, climbing above the bowling green. I was under the impression there was a gym in here, so maybe it's top floor.
Maybe I wish it's at this stage. It's not very big lake, but it looks like you can swim. Oh, yeah. Bloody hell.
That's massive. Holy shit. This is crazy that this is at the top floor. Seems very unusual.
It doesn't feel like it should fit into the frame of it outside.
Isn't it? Silent in here. It's got the classic retractable seating that most leisure centres have. I just find it very uncommon to come across a building that's been closed for 5 years and there's hardly any vandalism inside it and it's just been allowed to decay. Mostly due to the security actually being very competent. The elephant building, adjoined to the main pool with a bridge, its trunk, was built in 1974 to add dry sports facilities to Coventry Baths. Its unique design and zinc cladding suggested the animal, believed to be connected to Coventry's elephant and castle emblem, so the elephant building name stuck. After serving the community over generations, in February 2014, the combined sports and leisure centre was earmarked for closure, causing immediate upset from locals.
He's been filming.
No,
you said
I
nobody
said,
wants a 50-metre
No,
pool.
I didn't say that. I said
It's on
nobody wants a 50-metre pool here because of the
We're
state of
asking for a new, modern,
yes.
flexible 50
No,
metre
no.
pool.
Angry and disappointed, these campaigners vented their frustration on the councillor who made the announcement today after hearing they're set to lose the pool they love.
The anger is frustration. Frustration at the council aren't listening to what we're saying.
Yeah, power's on.
Can't tell if I don't think that's.
Okay.
Yes, down there. Oh, yeah, the kids play area will be around
Oh yeah. It's like a medical bed. Must be some form of medical room nearby.
there. Be a nurse, I'd say.
Oh yeah. Nice little child-friendly depictions on the walls. All these murals of different leisure activities on the walls. Ping pong, badminton. Very cool. Say again?
This will be our early light.
Yeah. Okay, it's good to know. I think Ollie's right, we're coming up to the Children's Play Centre, the Junction. Oh my God. There's so much left. Would have been a great place for a children's party. There's the typical trampoline thing. I don't know what it's called actually. It's not trampoline, parachute, that's the word. Very sleep deprived as always. No under twos allowed. I think you've seen us wander through enough children's play centres and other leisure centres. Probably not going to do the usual climb around like I'm 12 again. Junction was one of many other areas located inside the Elephant Building, including social spaces, activity studios and fitness suites. This is the big long balcony that overlooks the sports hall. I'm a little bit over that height recommendation. It's gargantuan. There's a few more details here. They've put a few more squash courts that are nowhere near as decaying as the ones in that back bit. Creaky wooden floor there. Right, this is where things get different. We're about halfway through the explore, but the second half, we're expecting internal cameras, sensors, and a pretty quick security response. So we've enjoyed the leisurely stroll around the leisure centre to begin with, but now, the moment we cross this bridge, that's when things get serious. You know it's serious when Ollie's packing away his tripod and he's shooting handheld.
Get as much of it as we can before the inevitable. And if we could get out without getting caught, then even better. But
Yeah, it'd be a very good day if that happens.
but all the internal cameras work, and apparently they get alerted.
Yeah, apparently when you come out of the bridge, a light goes off in security's cabin to alert him that someone's inside. Must be a bit freaky for him.
Could be a complete non-conviction.
Could be a non-conviction, but I don't know how they know that. But we will see. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Immediately passing a camera as we cross the bridge. There's a plaque on the wall there, that's pretty cool.
Sensors, set it off.
Okay.
On the left there?
Yeah, saw it. Fingers crossed this isn't locked. Another sensor.
It's not.
Pull it down. Cool. Let's go straight up. From this point, we are expecting security to know we are inside the baths after triggering multiple sensors. All that matters to us is capturing the complex in as much detail as possible before being caught. This is cool. Little cafeteria.
We should be able to see security.
Yeah.
Although this will be very comfortable.
Probably going to see him panicking. Oh my God. So cool. Overlooks the baths. Wow. Can't wait to get in there. Looks incredible. Just trying to work out a way to get into the main baths. Seems like we're going too high. Yeah. Okay. Holy shit. Oh my god. Look at the water damage. Fucking hell, it's amazing. It's absolutely huge. Beautiful Art Deco architecture. After so many attempts failed, it was incredible to be standing within Coventry Baths, the greatest abandoned pool hall we have ever witnessed.
It's been enjoyed by thousands of Coventrians for decades, and those swimming there today were sad to hear the news.
During World War II, 4 of Coventry's 5 pools were destroyed after the Blitz. In 1956, the council opted to construct a huge central baths to fulfil the city's needs. A decade later, addressed among the finest in Europe at the time, Coventry Baths would open, boasting an Olympic-length 50-metre pool with more than 1,000 seats for spectators. Walking along the seats, we've realised that there's not really a point going poolside because the view isn't as good as up here because of the Heros fence. So much seating, I wonder what the capacity was. So much natural light coming in from all the huge windows surrounding the baths. Two huge diving platforms there. That second one is so high it's almost in the ceiling. That bit didn't reach anywhere, so we've come back. Okay. That's the second pool. Have a look inside this small gym quickly. This backs onto the Coventry Baths text outside. And this one's got a slide in it. Wow. This is so sick. Oh, shit, man, you gotta stop filming. It seems really clean in here. Progressing into a second pool with a higher focus on leisure than sport, our voices hushed as we came closer to security's cabin outside. Still confident someone would soon be hunting us, we wanted to hear them first, enabling a slim chance of escape.
This is my mate has just texted me a picture of the swimming pool that he was at when
That's the
back in
main pool, isn't it?
2017. Yeah.
Crazy, 3 years before closure.
Bloody hell.
Studio 2. It's quite incredible design. This studio would overlook both baths. Parents could come in here and do their gym workout whilst watching the kids on the slide. It's really sad that this place is closed. But you can imagine, looking at the water damage up top, why it's just insufficient to keep open. Still, we wandered freely around Coventry Baths. Choosing to take our chances, we headed down. The old vending machines. The camera. The decay is crazy in here. You think that one's working?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just go. It's looking like a vending machine.
Yeah. Lights just came on in here, automatic. Let's go main one first. Yeah. The notices are still up. Fucking hell. It did say this way. Changing rooms, yeah. Yeah, it will be. So decayed in here.
Holy shit. Security guard did say before that the cameras, they're not like, they don't have sensors on them.
Okay,
So it's only if he's looking at it at the right time. Which
okay. Let's just get what we can down here.
It's not speaking down.
No, but it's still fucking quite cool. Wow. It's the classic poolside clock. So many times on the other side of these boarded doors that just never seemed to budge or showed no sign that anyone had even tried. Look at us now, walking poolside. It's the diving boards. They cut off the bottom staircase. We saw that at Bonaccord as well. And they really don't want people going in the baths. They even put a new fencing around it that looks more legitimate than the Heras. So deep, the pool. 16.6. You'd get quite the velocity jumping off that high one. As we entered the territory of the new cameras poolside, we were too distracted by the impressive architecture in the baths. By the 2010s, the 50-metre pool was one of the region's few Olympic standard facilities, but it was also 50 years old and beginning to show it, with noticeable cracks and water damage, only to have worsened now. Into the second pool. Which seems to be way more structurally intact because there's hardly any water damage. There's another brand new camera on the ceiling there. And all the lockers on the right side. These are the new cameras. Both on with a red light. I'd give us 5 minutes. Sadly, the beloved complex was reaching its finality towards 2014 when the council announced plans for closure, with a proposed strategy to replace outdated leisure facilities with fewer modern replacements. Coventry Baths had inadequate health and safety requirements, old-fashioned mechanical systems and materials like asbestos, and rising maintenance fees of upward of millions, but there was still hope.
For the love of swimming. These protesters angry their Olympic-sized pool, a staple of Coventry for 50 years, is under threat of closure.
I don't know, let's try and find a different way out. It's a fucking nightmare getting in. We're hearing quite loud noises that sound like someone else is in the building. And we've seen way more than we expected, so Yeah. He'll know where we are because those cameras have been watching us.
I could go up here.
Yeah. At this point, we started to hear noises that sounded as if someone was walking around near the pool. It was likely that we were being hunted by security. It might be locked, but we'll see. There's definitely doors at the bottom of the elephant legs. Yeah. Back. Across the bridge. He'll know we're here now because of the sensor.
Let's just fucking get out of there.
Yeah.
We could try the fucking fire doors out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This is the legs of the elephant. Yeah?
This afternoon, councillors voted to close the pool and press ahead with plans for a new £37 million leisure centre. Campaigners say having an Olympic-sized pool is a vital sporting asset, but the council argues it would cost millions to restore.
Following the 2014 announcement by the council, 6 years of community fight showcased Coventry's adoration for its Olympic baths. However, the council would eventually shut the Central Baths and the Elephant Building in February 2020. Protected by a Grade 2 listed status, there was a continued hope that the city would see the baths restored. Recently, Historic England has removed objection if the council are to demolish both structures, believing that there isn't a realistic chance to retain the deteriorated premises.
I want to try and swim in the Olympics when I'm a bit older. My aim is to try and go into the next Commonwealth Games if I can, but if I can't, then definitely the Olympics.
The future doesn't look too bright for the significant building, with growing chance that there will be a time when the structure is no longer in the heart of Coventry, yet still in the hearts of its people. Here are some of our photographs captured at the abandoned Coventry Baths. If you like the look of them, check out our Instagram page in the description, where we share images from our explores months before they are seen on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the first video we have shared that was shot this year. Hopefully the standard has gone up. Remember to pre-order issue 4 of our magazine now. Link is in the description. See you next time.